It's real simple math. How many sales are you personally supposed to make this month? What's 85% of that? Round up. We don't round down on these numbers. That's how many you should have. So, said another way, if I've got a plan of 3, I'm going to at least need to have 2 of those in the books before I go to my sales rally, and the last one ready to go when I get back. So number 1, we sell a bunch of homes this week. You operate with a higher level of intensity and urgency. Your follow-up calls are more often and more direct, maybe. You get people back in to meet with you by whatever means necessary, as long as it's legal, right? We always remember that. Okay? And moral, I guess we should add that one too, right? Some things are legal but not moral, so we should probably add that in there as well. Okay? Secondly, you position yourself to be in great shape when you get back. So you have appointments already lined up for the weekend days you get back. Okay? You are going to be you're going to be so far ahead of the curve, let me say it that way. If you've got appointments lined up, not I'm going to call these people for an appointment. The Smiths are coming in Saturday at 10 and the Jones are coming in Sunday at noon. I've already got them lined up. I expect to sell both. So my big challenge is who else am I going to sell besides the Smiths and the Jones? That's the position you want to get yourself into. Now guys, it's easy for me to stand here and say that. It's harder to execute that. That's where the hard work comes in, and that's what you guys get paid the big bucks to do. Right? That's what we need to do. We're the sales team and we've got to figure out a way to make it happen. Second reason I want 85% of our sales in the books before we go to the sales rally. Where is your head going to be going into that sales rally if you have 0 sales on a plan of 3 versus I have 2 sales on a plan of 3? Your headspace is going to be much better, right? If you're going in with some of that pressure of I've got to make the sales off your back a little bit, it's going to open up your mind, and then what's going to happen during the rally? You're going to get more out of it. There are some really, really good training courses that are going to happen at the sales rally. I know, Matt knows, because we're involved in presenting part of them. So we know what the topics are. We know the intricacies of the topics. We know the way the presenters are attacking these presentations. They're going to be fabulous. So I want you guys to have the right headspace. I want you going into it, sitting there thinking about nothing but gaining knowledge, about growing, about how can you enact these things the minute you get back. That's where we want your headspace. And if you have made sales the week going into the sales rally, you will naturally be in a better state of mind than if you had not. So for yourself, get your sales, because you will get more out of the sales rally. Don't get me wrong. If you're in that other camp, you're still going to get a ton out of the sales rally. I just know there's going to be a little baggage in the back of your mind if you're worried about sales. I understand also that we're good at containing it back here and still learning, but it's still going to be back there. It's going to be in mine. So to help the entire group, to help my presentation be better, please sell homes, okay? So there you go. If you need a bigger goal than just for yourself, make it for your region or even for me in my presentation so that I don't look like a fool in front of 200 people. Okay, fair? All right, that's the reason we need to be so prepared. Second point, we need to make sure everything is in a good state of affairs. Everything. That means any home that's supposed to close next week, we have triple checked, not double checked, we have triple checked with the mortgage company. We have triple checked with your building partner. We have triple checked with anyone involved to make sure that those closings go off without a hitch while we're gone. We have made sure our models, those that are going to be covered, which is the majority, are covered the right way. And we don't have them being covered by someone who is going to first get information about what they're doing the Monday we're gone. Make sure you're talking to those people this week, prepping them. If it's an assistant or an outside broker that's not normally covering for you, coach them. Get them into your office and show them where things are. Make sure they've got a good opening spiel. Make sure they've got a good spiel about talking about where you are and why you're gone. We don't want our customers hearing we're in Cancun, right? We want our customers hearing that we're at a sales rally, and that we're at a sales rally learning how to be even better salespeople. We're at a sales rally right now. I believe they're at a sales rally. I can't remember where, but I know they're at a sales rally. The main thing they said was they're learning about how to be better salespeople so there's a better customer experience. Hey, that sounds pretty good, right? Craft your message. Maybe you want to have the same message for your whole region, whatever. Craft it. Everything is triple checked. Everything is covered. If there is an emergency, they know how to get not only a hold of you, but who's your backup. Let's say, for example, my phone doesn't work in Mexico as well. Well, if I have a backup, if Jacob is my backup, and someone knows, call Jacob, because his phone's working better, to get a hold of me, we need to make sure we're playing the game that way. We've got everything covered in that way. Fair? To help you guys with it, notice what I'm holding. Yes, you can't see it because I printed it to the wrong printer. But we have a 4-page checklist that we are going to be sharing with each of you. If you have not received it yet, a couple of the regions I know might have jumped on a little earlier. You might have talked about it at your meeting today. For those of you who have not, we are going to be getting that to you today. Now, the beautiful thing is many of the things on this checklist you guys are already doing. Because as a management team, we've been talking about this for a month. And we've already started putting a bunch of stuff in place to make sure you guys are all positioned right for when we're gone. But there's an actual checklist we created to make sure that you can literally just check everything off. Why do I love checklists? Because in times like this, it's easy to forget a little thing, and a checklist helps you remember to get all those little things. So utilize your checklist. Make sure everything is 100% before we leave. Fair? It's the only way we would want it, right? Oh, by the way, knowing your affairs are in order are going to open up your mind, which is going to allow for greater learning. Last point. I said last year during a video, I'm going to say it again this year in the exact same way. Don't be that guy or gal. I was corrected last year that I kept saying guy. That's because most of the time it's a guy that's the knucklehead. Don't be the knucklehead. There are 2 people that used to work for New Homestar before they went to the sales rally last year that do not work for New Homestar anymore. Every single time, with the exception of one, that I have been on some type of award trip, sales rally, contest trip, there is always someone. There's always someone that loses their job. They drink too much, they say stupid things. In one case, they hit on my wife, not good. Whatever, they did stupid things. True story, true story. I even told the dude, I'm like, dude, that's my wife. 10 minutes later, he's hitting on her again. Yeah, he got sent home from that award trip. I'd like to get sent home in the middle. Even worse, right? Remember who we are, okay? We not only represent New Homestar, we represent also Hayden Homes. Most importantly, as I like to say, we represent the best within the best. That is our goal, to be the best within the best. And the best within the best carry themselves all the time in the right way. Now, please don't misunderstand my coaching here. Have a blast. Be crazy. Stay up late. Do all that fun stuff. The bonding and situations that happen at a sales rally like this are equally important to the actual sessions. I truly believe that. I know that I will be exhausted when I come home from this. I will sleep on the plane because in my mind will be exhausted from all the great conversations I have. I'll sleep on the plane for a couple hours. By the time I get off that plane, man, I will be so pumped up. I really do feel sorry for the first couple customers that encounter our team right after coming home from the sales rally. They're going to be like, whoa, hair back, like, what hit me, right? They're going to have one amazing experience, that's for sure. Participate. Speak up. The sessions, many of them are working sessions. Lean into it. You get out of it what you put into it. At the events, be appropriate. Be loud, be fun, but be appropriate. And then in the evenings, not just yourself, because that's an easier one to remember, police each other. If someone has had a couple too many beverages, get them out of there. If it's to that point where you need to tell someone, hey man, you better switch to water, tell them to switch to water. Because I and other people will be watching like a hawk. And what you do not want to do is have any perception whatsoever around you of anything other than a great New Homestar participant. I'm diving in, I'm pushing hard, I'm participating, I'm going crazy during the beach games, I'm staying up late having fun, but I'm early to training. Training starts at 8, I'm there at 7:45, because there's no way I'm going to be late. Trust me, we will watch to see who's late. There are all kinds of hidden opportunities and little hidden, I'll just say potholes, at these types of events. So if you think that, well, no one's really watching me, you're wrong. Okay? We are. And that's a great opportunity for those of you that want to continue your careers into higher leadership positions. You're going to be around a wealth of knowledge. You're going to be around people that you can have conversations with that you don't normally get to talk to. You get to communicate with them via the portal, which is fabulous, but that's different than a face-to-face interaction. And this is the one time of year where everybody's going to be together. So pick people's brains. Have a list of questions before you go. Really be strong on that. I will end it by this. You guys will get out of this what you put into it. So be prepared. You may have heard me say a time or two, have a plan, and then work your plan. Have a plan for the sales rally. What are the 3 biggest things you want to get out of it? Every session you're going to, what are the 3 big things you hope to get out of that session? And on the overall rally, what are the 3 things you want to get out of it? Who are the 3 people you want to talk to that you don't normally get a chance to talk to? Have a plan before you go, and then start working your plan. I want to make sure I talk to this person, and this person, and then make that happen. Last but not least, I'm super proud of you guys. I know that you are going to go represent us extremely well. I know that you're going to go represent who we are and what we believe in very, very well. I know that you're going to go make a bunch of sales. Let's make it happen. Let's be proud of ourselves. Let's go have a phenomenal time a week and 1 day from now when we're all in just a total other world, right? And it's a great world. So let's execute this week so that we position ourselves for a great rally. Thoughts, questions? I'll ask this group. They can't ask, so anything? Anything to add?
No, I think it was spot on. I remember last year at the sales rally, we heard tons of examples of people that made big decisions coming back because they got the bigger perspective and they really got to see what they're part of and what this looks like going forward. And it can really be a monumental moment in your career and in your life if you allow it to be.
Thanks for that, Matt. That's great. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your sales meeting. I'll see you guys in about a week in beautiful Cancun. Bye, everybody.